This is Toss Talk, where it's all about yard games, having fun, and what it takes to create social entertainment. With your host and creator, Kelvin, on Toss Tunes Radio.
Hey, what is up? And welcome back to another episode of Toss Talk. And today we are playing ChipIt game. Yes, this is a really cool soccer game where you are chipping the soccer ball back and forth, trying to tap it in to a large barrel for points. Yes, it is like the soccer version of Can't Jam, but even better. Teaches a lot of skill, and it's just a lot of fun. And it's cool for the sport of soccer to have its own backyard game. I have the owner on the line. We discuss so many things, not just about soccer, but we get into everything. And I'm excited to share this chat with you guys. Also, there is a promo code. Links are in the show notes. Use promo code TF10 and receive $10 off your purchase of a ChipIt game. Hey, let's get into this chat.
Hello?
Hey, what's up? It's Kelvin.
Hi, Kelvin. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Doing fine. Always nice to have the weekend, right?
I know, right? Have you had a good weekend so far?
Absolutely. Just watching a little bit of soccer. Start the Sunday off right.
Nice. Who's your soccer team?
Actually, we're fans of Roma. They actually played a spectacular match here today. My actually partner with our product is his family's from Rome, so we've adopted Roma as our team to follow.
I love it. I'm a Man City fan, so.
You watched the Derby yesterday?
I did. It was a little bit boring, though.
Yeah. You know, no one wanted to make a mistake.
Yeah, it was tight, like almost like a chess match.
Exactly. You almost had a couple of chances. You had the better of play, I'd say. Yeah. But I miss seeing the fans, though. Hopefully, we'll have that back soon. You know.
I know, man. I know. It's crazy. It's been a crazy year.
Oh yeah, one that we're looking forward to put behind us, and hopefully we have vaccines on the way here. So hopefully 2021 will be a more normalized environment.
Yes. But I'm glad I got the chance to talk to you because I've seen your product. It looks very cool. Being a soccer fan myself, I love that there's like a soccer like yard game out there. But let's get into this a little bit.
Absolutely.
Let me get the background story and everything. And how'd you come up with the product?
Yeah, so I'm married and I have two kids. I have twins, boy and a girl, and my son, I guess, followed in the footsteps of loving the beautiful game. Yeah. And we were out in the backyard, always just knocking the ball around a little bit, and we had a bin in the backyard. And my son was like, "Hey, Dad, why don't we see if we can chip the ball into the bin over there?"
Yeah.
So we were fooling around, going back and forth, and a week later, out of the blue, my partner, as I said, he's an avid Roma fan, gives me a call at work and says, "Hey, DJ, I got 4 tickets. Roma's, in the summer coming over to play here." He said, "I got 4 tickets for Red Bull Stadium." He's like, "Why don't you and I take the kids to go see the game?" So I tell him, I said, "Hey, Joe, Colin and I were fooling around the backyard. I said, I have a little something for us to maybe try out, before the game starts." So we go to New Jersey with the kids, and we bring a ball and 2 bins, and we start knocking the ball back and forth. The people next to us that were tailgating, next thing we know, they have their lawn chairs pulled out, cheering us on, watching us play. Bunch of other little kids are, knocking the soccer ball around. They keep looking over at what we're doing. So we get inside the stadium, and Joe turns to me and he's like, "DJ, that was awesome." So that was the genesis of the first ChipIt match.
That is awesome.
Oh yeah, and then it was so organic, and again, just out of the blue, a week after we were fooling around, he calls us to go to a game, and that's immediately after the game. The next morning, he calls me, and we just start looking online to see if there's looking into the patents and things of that nature to see if anything's out there. And to our surprise, kind of, soccer's the game of the world. And we're looking through, and there really was no other game like this out there.
I know, right?
Yeah, so it immediately went from there to start thinking about the whole design process of designing the goals and actually the rules of the game. So it's really a family affair. I consider him my brother. So we've played soccer together since 5 years old. So it's been really cool. It's my family. Him and his wife, and then my Joe played at Rutgers. So his roommate, his roommate John is with us. So that's the ChipIt team right there.
That's very cool. I mean, of course I would expect you guys to have a little bit of a soccer background, and I love how organic that started. I mean, that just sounds really cool. At a game, in the, what is it called, the International Cup that they come over here and play.
Exactly. They do the tour in the summer with the big clubs, which is great. I mean, honestly, it's really helped the game catch fire here in this country, and it's beautiful to see. And honestly, I'm so looking forward to the World Cup here in 2026 because
God, me too.
Yeah, we have some good young players. I don't know if you saw Gio Reyna's goal yesterday. It was off the charts.
No, I did see the goal, but I saw, who's that other kid on Juventus that's been scoring some goals lately too? Yes. Oh my God.
He's a beast. I'm telling you. I'm really looking forward to what we can hopefully do here in 2026. And for me, it's just so good to see the kids. That's the one thing you miss. One of the biggest things I miss is not being able to go to some tournaments and seeing kids laugh and play together, and watch them play our game. That's one of the most beautiful things, is seeing kids having fun with something that we created. So it's neat to pass on the love of the game.
How's it been received? Have you been going to like tournaments and stuff, and like, on the ground, getting the game out there? Like, how's the overall community taking it in the soccer world? All the tournaments that we've gone to, the kids can't get enough, and it's the coaches at the tournaments are dragging away like, come on, we got a game coming up. But it's neat, and for us, part of thinking about it too. I'm getting a little bit older, and I hear you, I obviously can't go toe to toe with my son one on one, but still have the competitive juices. So ChipIt is a perfect way for me to engage in a highly competitive game with my children, and so people of all ages, especially now with getting a little bit older, it's tough to get 25 guys down to a field and play 90 minutes. So this is a good way to keep the touch on the ball, and honestly, for us, it helps kids. They're having fun, and they don't even realize they're training. As far as coordination, all that stuff. The
hand-eye, and just the game of soccer. If you can't ping a ball 12 yards to your teammate and put it on a dime on their chest or on their foot, soccer may not be your game, and
that's true.
But it's a good way, like with anything, right? It's like with basketball, free throw shooting, to go out there and you're just repetitive, right? So playing some ChipIt matches, you're having fun, and it's teaching you the competitive things of playing the ball to your teammate on a dime. So we hope that kids not only have a great time, but also improve their game while having fun.
Yeah, I feel like it would be a big improvement, and just for coaches to do something a little bit different at practice too, even just like for a warm up style, just to have that type of game out there. I think that's a really smart idea.
Oh, absolutely, and even like camaraderie for teams. You can split your team up, and for like you said, a warm up, 20 minutes, half hour, have competitive matches. We did a little event with the youth team at an indoor place, and we brought like 10 games and had a tournament competition.
Oh, I saw those Instagram posts. That looked cool.
Yeah, and by the way, we really like to thank you, for having me on the program here today, and also for your support in your fabulous posts of our games. So we appreciate it for sure.
Oh man, I love that. I mean, I'm just for me, like, I don't know if you heard, but I just love seeing all these cool games, and I just love embracing it. So having somebody like you just making an awesome game is enough for me. So that's awesome. I'm glad you guys did something cool as well.
Thank you. No, it is neat. I love, it's funny, all through the summer we're always outdoors playing all different games. The backyard market is fantastic, and it's a thriving business.
It really is. Like, I didn't realize how like cool the whole community is until I started speaking to everybody. I'm like, this is actually a lot of games are out here. It's pretty cool.
Absolutely. I mean, just look at what you're seeing on ESPN, right? You see cornhole championships, and it's a lot of fun. And even for our game too, tailgating, bringing it to pregame before matches. It's a lot of fun, and one of the benefits, it brings families together. We were saying, get kids off of their game boxes and outside together, playing with family. Whether it's a barbecue or go to the beach, it's way to connect and ever keep everyone together and have a good family time.
Of course. So back onto the product a little bit. So you see the final version now, and I saw that you came out with more of like a portable version that's collapsible. Like, what version are you on from like the original concept?
You know what, the Pro version is really not far off from our original concept. The biggest difference was our original. It's for the elbows, for the goals. Really, if you go to any sort of hardware store, there's only a 4-hole elbow, right?
For the PVC and all that.
Exactly. So we really, from the initial prototype, we did an ejection mold and it is the hexagon shape provides a lot of stability for the goals. So we did do a lot of thought going into it, and we really wanted to create a product that was strong and durable. That was the quality of our product. We put a lot of thought and research in, and my partner Joe really drove the bus there. Having a team, everyone brings something to the table, which is fantastic, because there's a lot involved as you engage on down the path. I've learned a lot, and it's just been really neat for my kids to be part of the process the whole way through. Developing the name and designing the goals, and from A to Z, it's been a great learning experience for all of us.
Yeah, that's very cool. Looking at the product, I didn't even think about the hexagon shape, how that does provide more stability, because you could have done any other shapes. But I do like that.
Yeah, and even my brother-in-law actually is a graphic design artist, so he helped design the logo for us and built the website. So in starting your own business, there's a lot to engage with, and what we did is I handled a lot of the patent work with the attorney
nice.
we
It's
hired.
patented. I like that.
It's patent pending. Yes.
Oh,
well,
patent pending. All right.
yeah, we have actually we have a design patent on the goals themselves, and for the new version, both here in the U.S. and in Europe, and the full-blown utility patent on the full game is pending review right now with the U.S. Patent Office. So
nice. Good luck on that.
Thank you.
So where are you getting the games manufactured?
The basically it's all manufactured over in China, and we have about 5 or 6 different manufacturers over there, and we have everything shipped here and build it here in here in the U.S. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, that's the one thing. There's been a couple bumps that we've had to deal with. One of the things that did hurt, especially with a new business venture starting out, has been the tariff.
Man, yes.
Yeah, it's but we were laughing. First we have the highest tariffs in the history of American business. And now in the midst of a pandemic, so it's been an interesting ride, but a fun one across the board.
Yeah, I hear you. So sourcing it from different places in China, why did you decide to assemble it here? Or was it too strenuous to get them to assemble it?
Part of it was in starting out, we were really concerned with quality control, and not to say that everything all our interactions with the manufacturers over in China have been absolutely fantastic. One little minor blip on that, but so we wanted to ensure that everything was done correctly and packaged right. Because if with the Pro version, there's a number of different parts. You have all the piping, you have the wraps for the goals, the inner nets and cones and the ball. So, there's a ball manufacturer, we have pipes manufacturer. So a lot of moving parts, and it's with just starting out, we wanted to be sure that everything was to our liking and to our quality control. So we wanted to make sure
that makes a lot of sense. And it's still like, even I've talked to like so many people that are doing this, it still fathoms me that like just a simple game like yourself, you have to have so many moving parts just to get it together. It's like, wow, like really?
Yeah, no, and that part of that our thought process in making the ChipIt Go too is it's a little bit easier from a manufacturing perspective.
Yeah,
and
it looks like it.
And also, it's just in ease for customers to take with them wherever they go. My vision is to have both, right? So you could have the Pro version for the backyard, and I mean that's what we all do. It's obviously the game goes with us everywhere we go. So to bring the Go version to the beach with us is fantastic. We have a little backpack, fits right in. So we're excited about that. That's the newest launch was the ChipIt Go.
Nice. I like that. It looks cool. Definitely portability in the yard game world is definitely crucial because you always want to bring a game with you somewhere. So
yeah. And we want to do a giveaway for your listeners for someone to win the Go version for us and get it out there, and love to hear feedback on what they think of the game.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That'll be awesome. All right, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show so far. We'll be right back after this short break. If you haven't heard of Turtleball, you need to elevate your beach game. Or anywhere there's sand. It is literally beer pong for the sand. All you do is dig your little turtle shell. Actually, it's a coconut shell. All environmentally friendly, into the sand, play just like beer pong. But you don't even have to put it in a triangle. You could put the shells however you want them. So, Toss Talk listeners, they get 20% off their purchase of a Turtleball set. use promo code TOSSTURTLE20. That's TOSSTURTLE 20. Link is in the show notes. Check them out. Check them out on Instagram. Like I said, elevate your beach game with Turtleball. All right, so welcome back. Let's get back into this chat. So, actually, we skipped over this one. So, actually, how do you play the game?
Yes, that's a very good point. The most common version is there's two teams. So, for example, you and I would be teammates. You would be behind one goal, I'd be behind the other goal, and they're 12 yards apart. So the idea is I try to chip the ball to get it directly into the goal. Otherwise, you as my teammate can help try to either head it in or chest it or use your feet. And then there's points for whatever happens during the serve. So I'd serve it to you, you'd serve the ball back to me, and that's the end of our turn. And then the team that we're playing each get a shot. And so you play to 21. So,
okay.
Yeah, so if I chip the ball and it goes directly into the goal, it's 3 points. And then if you as my teammate chest or head it in or use your feet to get it in, it's 3 points. And if you play it off the goal, it's 2 points, and a direct hit is a point, and you play to 21. So it's so when you're playing with good players, decent players, game would probably take 10, 15 minutes. And the one catch is to officially end the match. It either has to be a direct sink or a body part in. So it usually it's a great way. You tend to see the matches tighten up trying to get that finish on a game. So nice. It's fun though, a lot of fun.
Nice, yeah, a little bit different take on like a can jam, just soccer version style. I like it.
Absolutely.
So, what has been, in your opinion, the most like challenging part of setting up like the supply chain and like distribution of the product? Are you going like direct to consumers, or are you in stores? What's going on?
Yeah, we're going direct to consumer right now. Still, I think in the grassroots phase of building it out. To me, one of the biggest challenges right out of the gates and was with our pipes. The manufacturer did a great job of packaging them up. Each game had the exact amount of pipes and elbows. The one challenge was the shorter pipes were a quarter of an inch off. So and with the hexagon shape, it would then throw off the wraps. So we had to sand down all of the short pipes.
Oh, no.
Yeah, because, we imported all the pipes here. You pay for the import through customs and all that. You're not going to pay, get a shipping container and send it back to China. So, that was one of the hiccups that we had to deal with. Probably the biggest one.
Oh, my gosh. It sounds like it. Dang.
Yeah, that added a lot of extra work. But the manufacturers have given us are giving us a credit for our next round of orders. So these are part of the challenges that you have to overcome in any new business venture.
Yeah, I mean, it's just kind of like hard to say what you're going to get sometimes, but having that good relationship with your manufacturer, it does make things a little bit better because like having a good credit and everything like that. But as entrepreneurs, I love how you try to solve the problem real quick, and even though it's going to take hard work to sand it all down, got to be a problem solver.
Yeah, exactly. No, my partner Joe has done a fantastic job with our manufacturers, and I give them credit because we're only as good as the product that they help us get out there. So it's a great partnership. That then we've had nothing but good things to say about the folks that we're partnering with overseas.
That's good. Let's move on to the random question round. I'm gonna ask you about
Sure.
5 questions. Let the listeners get to know you a little bit different side of you a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
Absolutely. I'm ready.
All right. So, if you're having a party, what's your go-to side dish to make?
I am definitely an appetizer man. The buffalo chicken dip is one of my favorites. Little shredded chicken with a little kick with the buffalo dip.
Nice. I like that. I love a good dip.
Absolutely.
Question 2. What is your favorite backyard game to play besides, ChipIt?
I like them all. Honestly, cornhole. We get the competitive juices going with cornhole. It is a lot of fun. But I do like them all. I mean, we played Can Jam for years and years as well. So I'm an avid fan and love the whole sector.
All of it.
It's a blast.
Yes, I like that. Question 3. Would you rather vacation at the beach, the mountains, or to the big city?
I like to unwind from the normal work. So the beach and mountains typically are my go-to favorites. Nothing better than going up on a lake, building a fire, or relaxing on the beach. So those are my usually go-to vacations.
Yes, I'm a beach guy. Unless I want to go on like a food, like eating vacation, then I'm going to like a city somewhere.
Yeah, you mix it up, right?
Yeah. Well, we already touched on this one. What soccer team do you support?
Yeah. Roma. They break our hearts a lot, but we they can't get rid of us. We're so hopefully we're hoping for a Champions League this season here.
Yeah. A couple years ago, they were actually really good in being in Champions League and everything. So they've had some ups and downs. Yeah,
knocked off Barcelona. That's,
yeah.
That was nice, but hopefully they can get the new stadium over there. It's not easy getting through the red tape of Rome's politics, but hopefully in the next couple of years we'll be able to go see a game there in the new stadium.
That's very cool. Yeah, I definitely want to go see a game. I haven't been overseas to see a game yet, but I've seen some MLS games here though. So
no. It's a lot of you're seeing the support, and we actually took a ride to the Philadelphia game. Our partner John lives right outside Philly, and the atmosphere is fantastic. The fans getting excited, but nothing. We actually the boys, we all took a trip to England, and highly recommend. The energy of the crowds is just, it's pulsating, and I tell people here all the time, I said, until you get over there and see it live, it opens your eyes to a whole different side of the game. It's really neat.
Yes. Yeah, I played in college myself, so I understand like having the fans there and the crowd and everything. So I can only imagine just being there when it's just like the whole community behind you. Like,
absolutely, and it's there's been some fantastic shows on Sunderland Till I Die, and some of these great.
Yes.
It really shows younger kids like these teams are part of the fabric of the community, and it's neat to see. So that's the beauty of it too. Even the video games, like my son knows every single player out there, and for us, we just love the fact that you have access to all these games now to see some of the best players in the world, whether La Liga, Serie A.
Kids have it so easy these days. I remember trying to find like a MLS match on like regular cable here, and now it's like you could just get everything you want, watch any game, any league, and all this stuff. It's amazing.
Yeah, and that's it started out for like I said, Joe and I have been childhood friends, and that I used to go over his house, and we used to watch the VHS tapes of the matches. His dad would have his father would have the poster out for us, and he'd have a glass of wine, and we watch some games. So for us to do a little bit of our part to pass on the love of the game is what it's all about, and for kids to have fun,
Yes.
Because so much of it now too. I mean, it's part of it is we would just go and play pickup games and so on, and everything's so regimented now as far as training. My son plays 5 times a week, and which is great, but this is sometimes the true magicians, like Messi, Pele, they hone their art on the playgrounds and in where they weren't worried if a coach is looking at them and saying, "Oh, what did you try that for?" So
that's true. That's well said. It does. You pick up certain skills just playing around.
Absolutely.
All right, last question. What's the most influential book you've read?
Yeah, as far as with the business, the Luria Greiner book, Invented, Sell It, Bank It. As starting as an entrepreneur, for us, we wanted to soak up some things to folks that have walked down this path before, and things to think about and consider as you go into this venture. And talking about it with my wife, when I said, what, we've done everything right as far as worked hard. I said we've never taken a risk with anything. We've always just done good things, but the right steps. And I said, I don't want to look back and say, geez, we should have tried that, and that's where Joe was instrumental too, in help, driving it forward, and overcoming the obstacles. So it's, just taking some steps, and reading things on the processes. There's so many aspects of it to consider, cost models and price points. There's marketing in general, especially in this day and age, with all the vast aspects of social media. So it's a little bit drinking from the fire hose, but it's been an absolute blast each step of the way.
That's good. I like that. I like to hear. You definitely have the entrepreneurial brain going on. I can definitely recognize that. So yeah, it's good. Sometimes you just got to take a little bit of a risk, especially something that you like, stand behind. Like, that's what I like about a lot of these games. A lot of these people are creating these games because they really enjoy them and they want to share it with other people. So it's nice to have like a passion like that.
I completely agree. It really has been a lot of fun, and nice to see families connect and do something together is really fantastic to see.
Very cool. Well, that's all the random questions I have for you. Very, very good. Full answers. I like that.
Awesome.
Let's have a couple more questions for you.
Sure.
So looking back, when you initially started the business and everything like that and developing the product, what's one thing that you might have done differently?
Well, and I wouldn't say differently, but wish things could change. The two things I'd say is the tariff thing, the tariffs that I touched on, where it's out of our control, but
that's true.
That part of it too is people don't necessarily think about that, but the impact of it, the cost to added tariffs affects the cost structure, and we don't want to pass that on to our consumers. And obviously, the pandemic is something that I wish all of us probably wish we could change. For me, the hardest part is not being able to get out to tournaments and see kids having fun playing our game. But we feel positive that we're hopefully can get through this winter and back in a normalized environment in 2021. So that's probably the one of the biggest things. And I would say the one kind of thing we learned our lesson early on was we had hired a product engineer, and again, from our end, we designed our prototype, and Joe and I are talking to each other like, I don't know why we've never done this before. So where we learned there is, he charged a pretty hefty sum to basically come back to us and say exactly what our prototype was perfect. So we learned a little bit there, but it was good to have confirmation from someone that does this for a living that we were on the right path. So
yeah, it is tough like that when you think you're doing something right and you want to have that confirmation, but then sometimes these companies that you try to get, or even for doing marketing and other things, they're charging some pretty decent prices of good money, and you're just like, wow, why does it cost so much?
You're right. There is a decent amount of undertaking financially from the just to generate the products as well as going down the path of a patent is obviously very important, but costly in that regard. But you do want to protect yourself because all the hard work and effort, you don't want it to be jeopardized because you didn't protect your idea. So highly recommend anyone going through the path to if you're working long and hard to create something, make sure you protect yourself. So
very true. Next question. What are you currently excited about coming up for the business? Do you have anything new coming up?
The biggest thing that we're excited about is ChipIt Go. We just recently got it all in and built a bunch of games. So think it's from our end, people will like the ease of transport of it. And for us, it's two different versions. Like I said, hey, have one in the backyard and one to take on the road. So for us, we just love to see it getting out there and people to try it, play it, and have a great time. So, but yeah, this new launch here, we're really excited about.
That's awesome. I love it. It looks good. You did a good job. Because just making a slightly different version, and like I said, I love that it's portable. So you did a good job with that.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Last question here. So as a yard game entrepreneur, what is your mantra or quote or inspiration that gets you out and gets you ready to sell ChipIt every single day?
It's a simple quote, but a great one. It's, we don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing.
Yes, I love it.
And that's it. I'm young at heart, so they got to drag me in from the matches. So to me that gets me up out of bed and gets the blood flowing to get it out, get our name out there, and for people to enjoy playing it. So
I love that. Oh man, I feel like I can chat with you all day because we can just talk about soccer all day.
Yeah, any time, Kelvin. Happy to just ping me, and happy to have some soccer talk anytime.
Let's do it. But thanks for explaining the game, and I love the background story, very organic, and I wish you all the success in the future. And thanks for hopping on the podcast with me.
Kelvin, we really appreciate you asking us to come on, and so good luck with all you're doing, and I hope I speak for all the backyard entrepreneurs out there. We thank you for your support because it's really helping get our name out there. So best of luck to you, and again, really appreciate your time here and having me on.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. And I'll chat with you soon.
All right. Enjoy the rest of the weekend. Take care now.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
That was DJ, owner and creator of the game ChipIt, along with his partner. And yes, I'm a big fan of this game because I am a soccer player, so having a cool backyard soccer game is is what everybody needs, or at least all the soccer players. That's what we need. Check it out. Links are in the show notes. I will be doing a giveaway and giving away ChipIt Pro, portable version like you heard, and that'll be coming up soon. So I have more fun things, more games coming up for you guys. Like I keep saying, I didn't realize that I was gonna have so many games to cover when I started this podcast, and they keep on coming. So if you love games, keep checking in, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. Hey, have you heard of soccer golf? Well, now you can play it in your own backyard, because there is a company making your own soccer golf set where you can set up any type of hole you want and walk around playing your own version of the game. No going to a golf course to actually try and play. It is like the backyard version of disc golf. So links are in the show notes. Use promo code FULLSEND, all caps, FULLSEND, and receive 15% off your purchase of a soccer golf set. I highly recommend this game because not only is it aesthetically pleasing, it's just a dope game to play. So check it out. Links are in the show notes. Enjoy.